Grand Rising. You know, as you can see, these Gentiles have nothing to say, and they still go with the exact same talking points as usual. I saw a video like 4 days ago from this Minister Michelina woman, and she was trying to break down Deuteronomy 28, and again, people are talking about how these curses are going to be on us forever, and what does their go-to? You're not reading that in the correct context. Context is everything. Again, what do we tell you? How is it that people who have to translate someone else's writings can tell you what the context means? See, when you go to Daniel 9, 11, and 12, it tells you that these curses were put on us, and we were going to have to go through these curses. And when you apply those curses, they're going to be on us forever. That is what is going on right now. Okay? So you can go ahead and talk about, they're always trying to tell you what the context of your conversation is. Just like today, they want to come to our channel and tell us the context of, or the meaning of what we're talking about in between family members. You're like, this has nothing to do with you guys, but you guys seem to think that your breakdowns are the only ones that matter, the only ones that have any type of validity. All right, so let's take a look here, because see, again, Perry Stone knew not to go into Deuteronomy 28, but this Minister Michelina thinks that she knows better than even Perry Stone, his dad, and all of these other people who have been in the scriptures for much longer than she has. They know not to even touch Deuteronomy 28, but she seems to think that, oh, you guys have your breakdown with it. You're just, you're figuring, you're taking it out of context. Again, same old tactics, right? With no proof they were even there. There's no proof that they were there, but they're going to tell us what the context was, because they're always trying to interject themselves into everything of ours. Now let's take a look at Romans 11 and 25. As you can see right now, blindness in part has happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. And so all of Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. Now see, again, this covenant was made, and his breakdown on some of the stuff I'm going to go into Romans 9 is funny, because it's like, it's talking about pretty much Israel in Romans 9, but it's still talking about Israel all throughout the Bible, but they want to make sure they try to write themselves in somehow. That comes somehow if Paul has to give the go to Clement as being scriptural, but Peter's okay, to give the go to Paul. All their BS to try to get themselves in, because Paul was the one for the Gentiles. But like I said, we all see how this mess is going on. But let's see what the breakdown is for Romans 11 here from Perry here. Romans 11, 1 through 36. After exposing Israel's disobedience and rejection of God's dealings, chapter 10, Paul reveals God's future plan for Israel and their eventual salvation. So no real breakdowns of a lot of these other scriptures about, times of the Gentiles being fulfilled. They never want to talk about the times of the Gentiles being fulfilled. I wonder why, because the Gentiles seem to think that there's no end to their reign. That's the problem. A true Israelite would have let these guys know the truth. If you're a true Israelite, you would have said, hey, you guys, yeah, you might be on top for a time, but that time is going to come with an expiration date. But see, they don't want you to realize that their reign is eventually going to come to an end. But the true Israelites are going to be like, hell yeah, your time is up. Hell yeah, it's a wrap for you. Hell yeah, you've done all this, and that with your blessing. It's time for you to pay. But see, when you are part of that whole group anyways, you for sure don't want to tell people that, yes, we Gentiles are done. It's a wrap for us. And the people who cleave to us, you Israelites who cleave to us, yeah, you're going to have to go through some things also, because you chose not to follow the Most High, and you chose to follow us. See, that's where they're at this point. They're not trying to tell anyone anything. They're trying to use all the same tactics. Oh, you're taking that out of context. Oh, that's not what that means. Oh, well, Josephus. Oh, well, Paul. Well, the church fathers are the ones who said what was good. Well, how do you decide what's canonical and things like that? First and foremost, it's not you. Gentiles don't decide anything. And I was finding something with David goes, oh, he tried to deflect. I'm not deflecting anything. I said, you asked what is the parameters or whatever, the criteria for things, deciding what's canonical. Yeah, Gentiles not being involved. That's the first and foremost. And he said that was deflecting. Why would that be deflecting? That is the truth. You guys do not have anything to do with these scriptures. So therefore, you have no say in what we say is approved and not approved. Now, if you want to believe that somehow that's deflecting, that's not deflecting. That is telling you the truth. You have nothing to do with our scriptures. You have a hard time grasping that concept, but that concept will be grasped by you, that you have nothing to do with this. That's why Jeremiah 16:19 says, that you've inherited the lies of your fathers. You go into witness on, there's no truth in you. The way of truth was never with you. So why, if your fathers have inherited lies, that means they were lying from jump, and that the Most High says there's no truth in you, then why in the hell would we even ask you what your criteria is for canonizing books? There's no truth in you, so therefore there's no need to go to you to ask for, any kind of breakdown or what criteria is needed to decide what's canonized. You have nothing to do with our books, and you have nothing to do with the truth in the past and for sure going forward. Shalom.